Oh, as always, flowing with the survival scrolls, I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Kids. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Changing Your Mind. Let's go. So, family, I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to the 12 Universal Laws. Lip is a little dry there. This individual reached out to me yesterday on my Instagram post. The topic of the day was, what made you go in a different direction, And this individual wrote, changing your mind, changing your perspective. And they're right. Now, I'm using the pronoun they because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I'm assuming it's a guy, but I don't want to make that assumption incorrectly. So, I want to thank them because they're absolutely right. So we're going to talk about that, changing your mind. You see, when I made the switch to go in a different direction in my life and take on a new endeavor, as I discussed yesterday, it was a sudden impact. It was a sudden moment that just was like, boom, I was given a task, a job at work, that I just felt it was unfair. It was unfair of how it was presented to me, the training, which was pretty much none, the lack of help and assistance behind it, because this is not a one-man job. This is a several people job. And it became a sudden impact for me. The 12 Universal Laws made reference of the changing of the mind. And mind you, in complimenting what the individual said, they're absolutely right. Because, truth be told, even though it was a sudden impact, I saw from afar various aspects of the job that I had done that just didn't bode well, So, subconsciously, I'm watching it via someone else who was going through issues. I was told about it 2-3 weeks before. I only got 2 days of training, which took the other individual that I was covering, it took him 1 year of training and another year of implementation. So 2 years practically. And here I was, trying to put pieces together in 2 days. I had a little bit of help here and there, but, from individuals that they themselves was like, this is not our task. They did the best that they could. So, again, in complimenting what the individual sent to me, they're absolutely right. Sometimes you see things in the ether and it slowly starts to build. And with that build comes the changing of the mind, comes the changing of perspective. They talk about that in entrepreneurial endeavors on a regular. If you want to be successful, you have to change your mind. You have to mind your business. Mind your business. In the sense that it's just not, I'm going to go make $1 million or, for some people, it is a sudden impact. I remember I read a book years ago. It's about a young lady who somehow, someway was caught up in being an escort. She was forced into it, and she had to, deliver drugs and what have you. And she was beaten and whatever. It really only took like 1 or 2 instances, and she's like, nah, I'm going to be the boss behind this. So it was a sudden impact change. For other people, you see your surroundings, you see what's happening around you, you see, all the various things that you're like, it's not boding well. Now, mind you, in all fairness, sometimes you can't change your environment, but you can change the response of how you deal with it, your perspective, your mind of how you're going to deal with it. Many individuals, there was a movie with Denzel Washington called Hurricane, based on a true story about a gentleman that was put into jail for a crime that he did not commit. And to deal with all that time in there, first of all, he made friends with a rat that, kept coming to his cell. yes, he would talk to himself, and he was having those moments of mirages of, seeing this and seeing that, and it really wasn't. But he immersed his mind in a way that he made his mind steel to be able to survive all those years in prison. And this individual is absolutely correct. One has to change one's perspective to be able to transform and become the phoenix that comes out of the ashes, to be able to say, okay, I want to go in this direction. I need to change my perspective. I need to go in a different, avenue. So for my viewers and listeners tuning in, what has been a change in perspective for you? And it could be in any host, in any arena of situations. It could be a relationship situation. It could be a job situation. It could be your finance situation. It could be you saying you want to go back to school. It could be that you want to quit school and become an entrepreneur. It could be, there's a guy that comes on YouTube, because I look at a lot of business channels. There's a guy that comes on, he goes, I was a burnt out doctor, but I went into affiliate marketing and now I make $3 million. I'm not here to question whether it's true or not, but he had to change a perspective. He had to change his mind to be able to say, you know what, I need to go in a different direction. My change was due in part, like I said, it was a sudden impact, but also it was a documentary that I saw, and I was very inspired, and it bodes and it harks to me wanting to help people, which is, this platform is based to help people, to give them a different perspective, to make them go, aha, oh, he's talking about that, oh, I thought about that, or I never, I should have taken that other route, doggone it, I should have taken that other route, damn it, I thought that would have been an accident. Well, I'll do the best that I can here. Anyway, what has been a rallying cry for you, family? What has been something that you have said, this has got to change? It could be you working, I don't know, you're working at a there's a lot of crime. I always talk about crime because it's just something that's so pervasive in our society, and it's just becoming so emboldened and so disgusting on so many levels. And there are groups of young men and women who go into department stores and just take things, just boldly, openly, because they know that in X hours, if they do get caught, if someone decides to stop them or whatever, they're just going to be out in a few hours. So it could be you working in that environment and you saying, you know what, my life is on the line. I've got coworkers that are leaving because they don't want to be part of this crap, or what have you, whatever it is. It could be older parents, it could be children. What has been that pervasive moment, that period of time? I wouldn't say that moment, because for me it was a sudden impact, but I guess I saw it all along. But what has been that long period that you're like, I gotta change my mind, I have to change my perspective? Anyway, that's today's topic, family. Just something to think about, something to go, and take it from there. So that's all I have for you today. Let us give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in our inner circle are in the same vein. Thank you for riding with me. It's a pleasure for me to ride with you guys. And please like, share, and subscribe. Tell people about this channel. Let them know about, Bridging Fears, Bobby Shades, different topics. Certain topics just don't interest me. I've been told, why don't you talk? I do hope that these topics are they allow for the needle in your life to move just a little bit. That's it. Anyway, guys, please keep your head on a swivel. Look around. It's very, very, very crazy out there. There was one incident I saw a gentleman, I mean, nuts. Oh my God, he beat the hell out of this woman. He asked for $1 or something. She just said no. And in broad daylight, I mean, he beat her. He beat her, stomped her and everything. Possibly won't be able to see out of her right eye. It was like, you know, and he'd been out several times. Been out. A history of violence, a history of mental illness. It's crazy. So please keep your head on a swivel. And my motto, my creed, my steed, my belief: stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, and mind you, if you want to make a statement today and silence is your statement, make it loud and proud, like the oxymoron, eyes wide shut. Okay? And stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, family, stay safe. See you guys in the next clip. Bobby Shays, Bridging Fears.